Welcome back to Off the Tap. This week is episode 27, and we're having Karbach Hopadillo.
Don't need a bottle opener this week.
Didn't have to find it.
Happy Cinco de Drinko, my dudes.
Oh, God. We're just going to start it right off with that one. Okay.
Dude,
Well,
okay.
technically, that was yesterday, but we're celebrating today.
Yeah. I didn't get to have
There's a
any
lot of
beers
holidays
with the
this
boys,
week.
but-
May the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is Saturday.
To all the-
Sunday.
Sunday.
To all,
Sunday.
to all the MILFs out there, this one's for you.
Yeah, sure. Now that just made it really awkward for me. Thank you.
MILF is mothers in local families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Loving
for me,
families.
for me, all
Mothers
of them
and
are
loving
in
families, there you
Dallas. Yeah, mine are all the ones I know are in Dallas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Well, this one, this can's pretty sweet. I mean, the brown kind of throws me off a little bit, but I think they were trying to go like a little armadillo vibe.
It reminds me of Green Bay
the whole-
Packers.
Oh, because armadillos are green. Is that why you're saying that?
No, the brown
Oh.
armadillos. I mean, they're not brown, but you
They're
know,
like
it's
a
kind of like
gray
a
tan, like a beige.
yeah.
This is just like this reminds me more of a turtle for some reason.
The brown on it.
The brown and the green turtle,
Yeah.
like a cartoon turtle.
Well, the green is because of the hop, like the hops.
Yeah, so it's a really hoppy armadillo.
He's got hops, bro. He should be in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LeBron James went to this armadillo to train.
You know, the last time I had an IPA, or the last time I had a Hopadillo was a while ago. Like, it's on Christmas, like 3 years ago.
Yours
And I-
has a sticker with a price on it. Is that what that is?
It does, yeah. That's when you buy the single cans from HEB. They got the sticker with the price on it.
$1.99, baby.
$1.99, yeah. But I didn't like it, and then I drank like 8 of them, and it kind of warmed up to me. And then we've done a lot of IPAs on this show, so hopefully I like it.
Oh man, yeah. I haven't
Like
had
you-
this. I haven't had this beer. This was the first IPA I ever had, and I hated it. I just took a
Damn.
sip, and wow,
I will say it smells like a really good. It smells really
Well,
good.
so
I
I
love
would,
it.
yeah, I will tell you the first time I ever had an IPA. This was in Austin at my uncle's house. I was approximately 17.
That's really good.
And he gave me one of these he's like, "Oh, I got some beer in the fridge if you want one." I'm like, "Sure, I'll have a beer, man." You know, because like I'm younger and I want to have a beer. And he hands me an IPA, and I'm like, what is an IPA?" And he's like, "It's India Pale Ale." And I was like weirded out because I was like,
It's like,
thinking I
why
was
do I
drinking-
want?
I don't want to drink an Indian beer. And he's like, "No, man, just try it. So
Yeah.
he gave it to me, and I tried this, and I hated it. Absolutely despised it. But then I had 2 more of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And now I've had a bunch of IPAs, and I've always said that I think this would be one of my favorite IPAs, and it kind of is.
it's very fruity, and I like it.
It's not super bitter either.
No, it's not.
I remember it being very bitter when I had it the first time, and that's why I didn't like it. But I guess I've had worse since then. So
Well, it's because the first time I had one of these, I had been drinking Miller Lite and Keystone Light, you know, for like when we were younger and poorer,
yeah,
you know, that we would drink water beers. And so going from that to this, never having an IPA before, you're like, what is this expired? What's going on here?
yeah. What is this taste? I actually think my brother told me this last weekend or something. This is like the most purchased IPA in Texas.
Yeah, I feel like everybody drinks these, or everyone's at least had one.
I think,
I
that's
think he
something
said
to be proud
Texas.
of.
It is. It's good.
It's Karbach, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is Karbach.
Yeah, they're hit or miss. More good than bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably 80% good, 20% bad on beers that they make.
Yeah, they make some of my favorite beers for sure.
What is cuidado? I've heard that word before.
Cuidado.
Yeah,
Cuidado.
yeah, it's on the can.
I don't know. But before we start looking at the can too much, you want to get the ABVs out of the way?
I
6.
almost just saw it, but I went right past it because you said before.
I'm gonna go 6.
Where do you see that on the can?
6, huh?
Andrew's still looking.
I'm
Go
trying-
ahead, Randall.
I'm gonna
Wait
go.
for
I'm
him
gonna
to-
go. I'm gonna go 5.8. I think it doesn't seem super hoppy.
I'm going 5.3.
All right.
5.3. Okay, really. 6.6.
Whoa.
Jeez, really?
What?
It does not taste that strong to me.
It doesn't taste like that, but if you like, I don't know, if you were to hold your nose and drink it, you can feel it. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna try it.
Maybe. I'm not gonna do that. 1, because I can't. 2, I don't want to. You look ridiculous doing that.
You can like feel it tingle in your mouth.
Cuidado.
I mean, I definitely taste the hops, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's that strong compared to other IPAs we've had.
You can get lost in the hops.
Mm-hmm. We need to have like some kind of sound on the soundboard that I can hit whenever someone wins the ABVs. All right,
Man, yeah, it's not bad.
you're the brewmaster again, Sean.
All right, y'all drink while I think about a rating.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Cuidado means careful.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
So be careful when you rate this. Cuidado. Careful.
I
drinking.
knew it looked familiar. Whatever. I can't think of it. I give it an 8.
Can I read this
Point
before
3.
you read it, Randall?
8.3.
Yes, you can. What did you say? You wanted to read something?
Yeah, I want to read this can. It's kind of an interesting like story they put on here. He lurks in the shadows, waiting in bold anticipation. He's surprisingly bitter about something. Legend has it that he feasts on those with fresh hops coursing through their veins. This dry hopped Texas IPA has a flavor as defiant as the Hopadillo himself. It's packed with the bracing bitterness of hops from around the world that this creature craves. He's coming to get you. You've been warned. And that's why it says cuidado, I guess. You gotta be
He's
careful.
coming to get you. What I
Yeah,
thought of when you read that, when it says he's coming to get you, I just thought of like a big ass armadillo busting through my wall, like, oh yeah.
the armadillo or the hopadillo man.
Yeah.
That's
Do y'all
good.
remember the old Hanes commercial? I don't know why I thought of this whenever I read it. The old
No.
like the joking Hanes commercial where it's got all the fruit, and this one of them is, I don't even know if it's actually was a Hanes commercial. I don't know what it was.
Fruit
I
of the
just shipped
loom.
my pants.
No, the grape where he's
Fruit
like,
of the loom.
I'm gonna grape you in the
It's
mouth.
fruit of the loom.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Thank
a
you.
Hanes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah. The grape was the funniest one by far.
Yeah, yeah, and
Of
it
all of
seems like that's what this armadillo is.
I'm gonna give this an 8.0. I'm gonna go 8 flat on mine.
Okay. Oh my
It's
god.
good. I think we'll see how I'm feeling after 2 of them at the end, but
Yeah.
this feels like an IPA that I could drink. I mean, I would get drunk for sure, but I feel like I could drink a lot more of them and enjoy myself. You know what I mean?
Agree. I agree.
Like it
I could probably
feels a
have,
little
like-
lighter.
I'd probably have like, realistically, I could probably have like 4 or 5 of these before I wanted to drink something else.
Yeah.
That's all you need too at 6.6% ABV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6
How are
is
you
pushing
feeling
it.
about it, Andrew?
I think I'm gonna go 8 flat. I think 8 flat's a good rating.
Wow.
Yeah. It's up there.
Get a lot of diversity on this beer, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty widespread.
we got a 0.3 variance, you know?
Yeah, you know,
It's pretty crazy.
a lot.
What did you rate it, Sean?
Don't even get me started on the standard
I was gonna
deviation
go-
now.
I was gonna go 8, but then I changed it to 8.3. What's the standard deviation? Just a square root of the variance. So whatever the square
Yeah.
root of 0.3 is.
Like, yeah. What is this?
I'm not good at square roots of like any number that isn't a whole number.
The square root of 69 is 8 something.
So I've
Yeah.
been trying to work it out.
All right. Well, Andrew kind of said at the beginning of the podcast, this week is Cinco de Mayo, or it was. It's a week celebration. Whenever it doesn't fall on a weekend, it's a week celebration. Let's be honest with ourselves.
That's what I told my boss, and that's why I told him I wasn't working this week. Is Cinco de Mayo, and I'm gonna be focused on drinking. So
Mhm.
It's like a birthday. You know, if your birthday's on a Tuesday, you have a birthday a week.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except for me, I never did because my birthday was in August or in October. So, what are you gonna have a birthday week in October?
You go to the haunted house
Yeah,
Yeah,
No.
every day.
true.
every day, yeah, for a whole week. Hey, you're
Mine's
back
in-
for round 5, huh?
Mine's in February, so you can freeze your ass off wherever you're having a party.
Yeah, fair enough. Sean's is during spring break, so he can eat it either way. He gets a birthday week no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's actually why they have spring breaks, because my birthday.
It wasn't a
They didn't
thing
do-
until 24
They didn't
years
do
ago.
spring break until So stop reading my mind, dude.
Dude, I always forget how old I am. Does that happen to y'all?
Yeah,
Like,
I forgot last year a couple times.
like I was talking to my mom the other day, and I'm like, Mom, am I 20? Am I 22 or 23? And she's like, You're kidding, right? And I'm like, Yeah, I'm just messing with you. And then I'm like, walked away. It was like, I had to
Dude.
figure.
Yeah, do the math real quick.
yeah.
No, I think it's just because like you get, I don't know, you're like, I can't wait to be 16 so I can drive. I can't wait to be 18 so I can buy tobacco and lottery tickets and
Yeah.
enlist in the army.
Yeah. And then you get beer at 21, and then
You're
after
like-
that, you're like, oh man, I can't wait till I'm 25 so I can rent a car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, or some place, some like hotels, and then also your car insurance drops. So that's something I'm actually very excited.
yeah, and at 26, you got to get off your parents' health insurance.
Well, that's
So
not
you can
exciting.
look forward to that too.
I'm just kidding. I get free healthcare through my job.
Maybe you could celebrate. I feel
Wow.
like after 21, you celebrate big birthdays every 10 years. You're like
Yeah.
30, 40, 50, 60 death. You know,
Whoa.
God, whoa, okay.
a lot more
70
people come to that
What
party.
about 70 and 80, dick face?
Let's be realistic. None of us are making it that far.
Listen, dude, we consume a
will-
lot of fast food at our age.
Look, all I'm saying,
Food, alcohol.
is that my high level income and advances in modern technology, there's no doubt I could live to be maybe 200-300 years old.
No, it's
I did
With see this thing the other day advances where in they modern implanted a science pig and heart into a technology. human. and my high level income. I think I can make it to be at least 250, maybe 300.
Is that not exactly what I said?
No, it's not exactly what you said. And I think anyone listens to this podcast will quote you as that not being what you said.
I think it's pretty close. Andrew, drink.
You must have been paraphrasing.
Hey, stop talking and drink.
So do y'all have plans to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, or did y'all already do anything yesterday, or what?
No, I didn't do anything. I did homework yesterday.
No, I didn't do anything yesterday either. I just drank.
I just drank
Well,
at
okay.
home by myself in the dark.
No, no. The day before we kind of celebrated. It's just because Jill worked yesterday because she works at Papacitos, so it's obviously
Yeah.
a really busy day.
Yeah.
So
It's,
she celebrated.
Yeah, well, we celebrated the day before together. We went to a restaurant and had some drinks and some fun app samplers and had a good time.
Nice. What kind of app samplers did you get? What was on there?
It
You
had
try
the
like
Southwest-
Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
No, it was more like Twitter based, but
Bro.
it
You
was
know what,
Southwestern egg rolls, boneless
Absolutely.
buffalo wings,
Absolutely.
mozzarella bites, and it was fantastic.
Mm.
I prefer my mozzarella in
incredible.
stick form, but I could do bites.
I
you know.
prefer my mozzarella on top of food, but
Stick form is just, it's just better, I guess.
Are you talking about
More
like the
crunchy.
cold sticks, or are you talking about like
No,
Like
like
fried
like
sticks.
mozzarella sticks, fried mozzarella sticks. Yeah.
these were fried?
When they get too
these
small,
were-
there's too much of something. There's either too much cheese or too much bread.
Well, these were like fried little squares, like rectangles almost, and they were thick, and they were fantastic.
Dude, I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with Buffalo Wild Wings. I hope they're listening. Dude, every time we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I asked, we usually get like the mozzarella sticks, and I asked for their Southwest Ranch, the one that comes with the fried pickles, because I've been wanting to try it on the mozzarella sticks because it sounded delicious. And they always forget it. Like, I always order it, and they always forget. And by the time that he comes back around to ask, We already gave up and we're just done with the mozzarella sticks, And so we ordered takeout from B-Dubs the other night, and we got wings. There was a deal. It was 10 wings, fries for $10, and we got mozzarella sticks. And when I got home,
Y'all both shared that?
yeah,
That does not sound like enough food.
when we got home, they finally had the Southwest Ranch in there, but they forgot my fries.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I was like, dude, I don't know what the hell kind of establishment you're running over here, but y'all need to change something because I ain't coming back.
Dude, I haven't been to Buffalo Wild Wings, I think, in like 8 years.
Dude, it kind of sucks. It's always cold too.
Yeah,
The wings are always cold.
I've never had a great experience there, so whenever I get
Wingstop and Wings and More are so much more superior, but you can't get you go to B-Dubs for the atmosphere most of the time,
Buffalo Wild Wings has a lot of very good new flavors. They like reworked their flavor menu for the wings a year ago, I guess, 2 years ago. Their flavors are really good.
So I haven't been there since they've done that.
But as far as like chicken quality goes, it's below par.
They have I don't know if they've always had this.
Change their chicken too, but it's still not as good as Wingstop or Wings and More to me.
But I just tried their
Like bar wings.
not a sponsor, by the way. I just tried their garlic parmesan wet sauce. It's pretty good. Probably one of my
good.
top
I like the dry better.
I like
You like dry rubs?
I like Wingstop's
With the garlic parmesan.
Oh.
I do like dry rubs, but only certain one. Like what is the one that Wingstop has? The Louisiana
rub, I think.
Louisiana rub is what it's called. Yeah, I think.
Or
Yeah, that's
Louisiana
pretty
heat
good.
or something.
That
like
one's
that.
really good too.
Yeah,
But
I like that
honestly, dude, top wing flavor got to be mango habanero
Yeah,
one. Straight up
absolutely.
Buffalo. No, Buffalo.
or
Buffalo's very close. They're probably tied for me,
Well-
but as of late, mango habanero has been my go-to.
I've never
If you
had
go to a-
mango habanero.
If you go to a
Never had.
chain, restaurant,
dude.
the buffalo is usually like not that great. I don't know, but I know Wingstop has fantastic mango habanero.
Bar wings have the best buffalo sauce.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when
That's
you
why I
go to
like
like a
wings.
bar, yeah,
Yeah.
they
When
have
they have
by
a
far the
homemade
best
buffalo sauce. Oh.
Like in
Well, and
New
most
York,
of their homemade buffalo sauce is just like Frank's Red Hot mixed with butter. That's all it really
Yeah.
is.
Whatever it is freaking good.
the
It is
problem with
good.
buffalo
It's very
sauce
good.
is a lot of people, it's supposed to be very vinegary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a lot of places, it's almost just like hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to have that bitter vinegary flavor to it. But yeah, dude, in New York, if you're ever in New York, this place called Amsterdam Ale House, they have like the number one buffalo sauce in the whole state or something like that, bro.
And you've been
So
there?
good. Yeah, me and Caleb went there. Yeah, like 2 in the morning.
That's cool.
I'll take you, Andrew.
You just keep getting jealous on this podcast every week, Andrew. I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
It's growing, but it's okay.
What am I jealous of?
What?
What am I jealous of?
He-
That he got to go to a place that has really good buffalo wings? Yeah.
Yeah, that he went with Caleb though. Not
Yeah, I
you.
didn't
again
take
for that. So.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that was before me and Andrew started hanging out. So.
It wasn't.
Well,
Are you sure?
I'm sure because you sent me a Snapchat of you in New York, and I was like, "What the?"
Oh yeah, Andrew. And then what do we do the next year? We all went to New York.
Went to New York,
Yeah, we all went to New York.
and that was fun. I was blessed.
All right then.
well, thanks for asking me what I was gonna do for Cinco de Mayo, guys. I
We
appreciate
don't
it.
care.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. What are you doing for Cinco de Say So?
Recording this podcast.
I suppose it would be Say So de Mayo, but
Say so de Mayo.
not Cinco de Say So.
What are you doing for 5 of 6?
I don't think Say So. I hope Say So doesn't mean something terrible.
Yeah, all right. It's probably just some horrible word.
Yeah.
We don't condone it.
Dude, I like this
it
beer.
is a
I'm almost
horrible
done with
word.
this can.
It's a horrible word because whenever you're growing up and you ask your parents why you can't do something, they say because I say so.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
It's a it's the crushing of childhood dreams, is what that word is.
Yeah,
It is.
that's true.
It's also
That's very
it's
true.
also bad parenting, but whatever.
Well, yeah, that's another discussion.
It depends, like what you're talking about. Like if you want to explain to your kid like why he doesn't want to go out on the street at midnight, you don't want to get too dark with like a 6-year-old. So you just say because I say so.
Or like, hey,
It's called realism.
Dad,
know?
why can't I have a sip of your beer?
Because I said so.
Because I say so.
Oh, fucked up. I'd be like, what do you mean? You never even asked.
Dude, I was over at my brother's this weekend, and we were like eating and just drinking some beers, playing dominoes, and my nephew, he's almost 4. My nephew goes, "Hey, you got that burr over there? Is that your burr over there?" Dude, I freaking lost it. He sounded like such a redneck, bro.
Well, some of the best things you could possibly do, I think, in my opinion, if like a 4-year-old asks you for a sip of your beer, you just say yes. So then they take one little sip and are disgusted.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
However
So they leave
many
you alone.
years.
Yeah, exactly. It's only illegal if you get caught.
We were at.
It's only one sip. It's not like it's gonna hurt them.
I don't remember if I had said
Are you
this or
distributing
not on the
alcohol to a minor?
podcast, but
What if
No, I
like
wasn't.
what if like a 5-year-old?
how did that
just takes
come
this-
into a? What? No, what? I didn't do that.
No, he's asking me if I did.
Oh,
Well, but what I mean, what if
Randall sounds kind of guilty. He's like, but no, I didn't do that. No.
What if like the little kid asks you for a sip, you give him, you're like, yeah, here, take a sip, just to like try and disgust him, but then he chugs your whole beer and then like crushes it on his forehead.
just throws it at you.
He pulls some keys out of his back pocket and just shotguns it.
Keys to his little electronic.
His little electronic Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeep, yeah.
Oh,
My sister
God.
has a Range Rover, one of those. So
Nice. Of
Oh,
course.
wow.
Of course.
So bougie.
yeah, you know what I got?
A
A
Honda.
bicycle.
Shoot. I don't even
You can't
remember.
peg you can't peg your homies in a Range Rover. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you could.
You maybe you could spoke them.
You could spoke them.
You could lug nut your homies.
Yeah. No, I'm going to watch the boxing match this Saturday for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah,
because-
who's fighting?
Canelo.
Oh yeah.
fighting some, I think his name's Anderson or something, or Andrew, I don't know, but anyways, our neighbors across the street are buying it, and just for everyone that doesn't know, they are Hispanic, and so we're having
Oh
the
dude,
full
they buy
feast.
they buy any Canelo fight, huh?
Yeah,
I feel like I've been over there a couple times.
yeah, they're big Canelo fans, as am I. So we'll be doing that, eating real, authentic Mexican food from them.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
drinking
that's the
margaritas,
best
bro.
thing in the world. That is the
Nice.
best thing in the world.
I love it. I had to actually convince them to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with it, because they were just gonna do like regular food, and like watch the boxing match or whatever, and have like a cake or something for Mother's Day, and I was like, guys, we got to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
So I had to convince, but we're doing it.
we're really close friends with a Hispanic family, and they every time it's JT and Christina and his wife Christina, man, she makes the best freaking Mexican food I've ever had in my life.
There's nothing better than
And that's why I love working at the ranch in the summer, because she'll make JT breakfast tacos and he'll come to work at the ranch and he'll give me a breakfast taco. And
Nice.
just
Sounds
nothing
beautiful.
better. My Mexican grandmother has shown my mom how to cook like Spanish rice and quesadillas and stuff. And she will follow a step-by-step procedure that my grandma wrote down for her, and it still doesn't taste the same as when my grandma makes it.
Dude,
Wow.
she's perfected the breakfast taco. I'm trying to. It's like beans. It's like refried beans, eggs, and bacon or something, right? Isn't that what it is, or is it just refried beans and eggs?
No, there's bacon in there.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
It's just there's just something different about when.
I've had them once, and I've never tasted
Oh my
breakfast
God.
tacos good. since.
I understand exactly what you're saying. It's the same way with my grandma's spaghetti. Like
Mhm.
she
Your knees
makes
weak,
it-
arms are heavy.
Yeah. And she
You got vomit on your sweater already?
The way she makes it, no, you don't vomit this stuff back up. It's fantastic.
Maybe you do if you're hungry later.
Yeah, you gotta
If you run out.
throw it back up so you can eat it again.
But my mom used to try and make it the way my grandma did. Nope. Mm-mm. I've been telling my grandma lately I want to go back home and or go stay with her for a weekend and just have her make spaghetti for me.
You
And
should.
she said, "Oh, I would love to."
You see, like,
I just want it for
I don't think-
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all 3 days that I'm there.
I don't think I have any like relatives that are like famous for cooking dishes. You know,
I don't know, dude. Your mom's big
like my
potato soup
mom.
is
My
great.
mom is the only person I can think of because she makes chicken spaghetti.
I've never had chicken. See, I want to have chicken spaghetti, and that
Bro, her
sounds amazing.
loaded baked potato soup, dog.
Oh, dude, yes, I figured out how to make it. It was so hard.
Who was it that made that meatloaf, bro?
That was also my mom, but that wasn't like a staple dish. That was like she's made it once.
Yeah, you told me you were gonna give me the recipe to that. You never did.
Yeah, dude. One time though, she made cheddar stuffed bacon wrapped meatloaf, and it was so good.
Oh my god,
Bro, it was so good.
that sounds like stoner food right there.
Yeah,
It was
dude, it
probably
was amazing.
Sounds like a heart attack, and I'm all for it.
I keeled over at the plate. They had to.
I just
They had to
cut,
re-
I
they
cut
had to
my
revive me.
slice off of the loaf, and I had a heart attack.
Well, no, that's the thing. So the most heart attack food I've ever seen is it's a place in Junction Burger is what it's called, and they used to. I don't know if they still
What's
have
your
it,
function?
but they used to have 2 grilled cheese sandwiches were the buns of the burger. It was 2 grilled cheese bacon grilled cheese sandwiches, and in the middle was like a patty melt with sauteed onions and everything. And you just eat this whole burger, and it was like this thick.
Okay, I got a question. Have y'all ever had blue cheese on a burger?
I don't like blue cheese.
Yeah.
Have you ever had blue cheese on a burger, Andrew?
I don't like blue cheese.
That's not what I asked. Have you ever had blue cheese on a burger?
Well, I feel like mine kind of answers your question.
Dude,
If I don't like blue cheese, why would I have had it?
I never liked blue cheese, and then we went to Papa's Burgers, and I got the blue. I don't remember what it was called. It's a blue cheeseburger, I guess, bro. And it was so good. And we went to eat burgers today, and I got one that was called "You're My Boy Blue."
Oh, okay.
Bro, it's so good. It's
I
like
would try that burger. I would try that burger just for the name.
I've been getting my tacos from Wings and More with blue cheese on them instead of ranch, bro.
You get
Goes.
tacos
Blue cheese slap.
from Wings and More.
Yeah, you get the buffalo tender taco. There's one right next to my house, so you got to realize I go there a lot, so I have to experiment. If I just ate bone-in wings every day, I would stop eating there. You know.
But are you telling me right now, like is that your favorite thing you've had on the menu? Is the tacos?
No, not my favorite, but it is very good.
All right.
But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, try a blue cheeseburger if you ever get a chance.
All right, I'll try. I don't like blue cheese, but I'll try it just for you. And if
Yeah,
I don't like the burger, will you like send me the money to cover my meal?
Yes,
Okay.
but I need some kind of proof that you actually didn't like it. I don't want you to just get my money.
Yeah, no, like so. What I'll do is like I'll video myself taking the first bite,
Okay.
and if I like it, I'll be like, "Thanks, Sean, good idea." And if I don't like it, I'll set the burger back down, and then like take a picture as I'm leaving the restaurant of the uneaten burger to let you know that I didn't like it and didn't eat it, so I didn't get your money for free.
Dude, it's so good. It's a whole different blue cheese opens your world up to a whole different variety of flavors.
I never had a problem with blue cheese. I just always preferred ranch, so I would always eat ranch with like my wings and everything. And
Yeah.
I still do prefer ranch.
I
But
still prefer ranch with wings.
I got wings one time from Wingstop, and I mean, I ordered ranch and blue cheese, but whoever made my plate, I don't remember who it was, accidentally put the blue cheese on there instead of the ranch, and I ate the entire meal, and I was like, I think that ranch tasted a little different. But I ate the entire meal.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. And so ever since then, I've been like, huh. So now I put like blue cheese crumbles on my salad. And
Yes,
like,
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Crumbles, like the
yeah, like little
even
pieces of
worse.
blue cheese. No, dude, it's so good on a salad,
Do you
bro.
like feta cheese? You ever had feta cheese?
Are you asking me?
Feta cheese nuts?
No, for real.
Fettuccine.
No, feta cheese is not that far off from blue cheese. There's a lot. I think there's more stuff that goes into blue cheese, but it's not similar. Like, what would you texture? I guess a lot of people are like texture eaters. You know, they'll be
Now I
like,
kinda
The
wanna try it.
biggest thing,
I don't like
the
onions
biggest,
because
the biggest
they
thing
feel weird.
about that's one of the weirdest. My sister doesn't like onions, and it's literally just because of their texture.
yeah,
Like,
but
because
like
she
pickles,
loves the
onion
flavor.
texture or cooked texture?
Both, either way,
Either,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
That's so weird. Like the things I hear people moan about are like bananas or
mushrooms is a big one.
mushrooms. Just kind of disgust me. But strawberries.
good on
People,
stuff.
I've heard a bunch of people complain about strawberries because the little
Really?
seeds.
I've heard kiwi that people don't eat kiwi because of the texture.
I've
and the
never
seeds.
had. I don't think I've ever had.
Oh,
kiwi.
dude, kiwi was probably my favorite fruit when I was like up until I was maybe 10. I don't think I've had one in 10 years, but
Because they used to have it in the lunch lines at school, and I would see it, and I always thought about trying it, but I was too scared.
Bro, you know
and never
who
tried it.
always ate? You know who always ate kiwis, dog? Every day, even if
Oh, I know.
like they would pack them. She would, his mom would pack them for lunch.
yeah,
Who?
John Lewis, bro.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. Yeah, he
Every
always
day.
had the kiwis, bro.
In elementary school, he would always get 2 ham sandwiches on the Hawaiian sweet rolls with ketchup, dog, and a kiwi.
God, bro. Dude,
And
you
a
want to know?
kiwi.
Talking about lunch, like your parents packing your lunch. You want to know how I learned that there was a class system in America, you know, and how like not everyone's family was equal.
The Lunchables that they had.
One day I showed up to lunch, and this was probably in maybe like 4th grade. I showed up to lunch, and my mom had made me a peanut butter and jelly and like a little bag of chips, I guess. And this kid next to me had an Uncrustable yogurt or Go-Gurt stick, a full family-size bag of chips, and a Dr. Pepper. And none of that other
Family-size
stuff.
bag?
Yeah, none of that other stuff really bothered me. But the fact that he had a pre-packaged, no-crust, circular peanut butter and jelly really made me realize that there was a class system going on in America.
Well, I used to always have Uncrustables whenever I bring my lunch. So
Bro,
you can hate
if
on
I'm-
it if you want, but Uncrustables were amazing.
If
Dude,
I'm
it's like
being
$10 for a pack of 10 of them.
If I'm being completely honest, though, I now prefer the crust.
I do too.
Maybe it's just because we grew up having to eat it, Sean.
I'd take.
I think so, yeah. It just
But
like, I hate crust. I've never had it.
it's
Crust is
kind
for
of-
poor people.
It's kind of like IPAs. It's
Yeah.
an
You need to-
acquired taste.
You need to hush. I am poor, bro. And 1 and 2, I eat crust on my sandwich. Like I just not gonna be like, oh yeah, I love the crust. My favorite bite of any sandwich is dead smack in the middle because it's got all the ingredients on it.
It depends on what the
Right
sandwich
in
is
the
for
middle
me.
of a McDouble, where it's got all the onions, ketchup, mustard. I mean,
See, that's another
depends
thing.
on what McDonald's you go to, brother. Sometimes
Yeah.
they put it off to the side.
Also,
somewhere.
hold on.
No,
I want to
only-
give you
know.
a tip.
I always complain because the only bite on a McDouble that's usually good because they just squirt the sauce and put all the onions just right in the middle of it and then just here you go.
I'm gonna give y'all a pro tip, okay? So, there's a McDonald's pretty close to my house, so we go there every once in a while. Pro tip: if you're ever going to McDonald's at any time, I guess, but specifically late at night, order, and you want a McDouble or a double cheeseburger, same difference pretty much.
You know the only difference,
Get
right?
it? 1 cheese versus 2 cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stupid. But ask for it with no pickles or no onions and no pickles, and they make it fresh.
I get no pickles on everything.
So if you just
You're
order a
missing out on one of
McDouble,
the best parts of the McDouble, then.
No, no,
dude,
no.
the
I get no
McDonald's
pickles,
pickles are trash.
I add Big Mac sauce, which kind of has some pickle in it.
I get like a relish pickle, like
Yeah.
a relishy type thing. Yeah, McDonald's pickles suck, especially when they've been sitting in the package, like just waiting on someone to eat them for 5
I
minutes.
also learned this
So which-
weekend that McDonald's has its own pickles manufactured and sent to McDonald's.
Do they
They're
really?
not jarred pickles, yeah.
I wouldn't.
Dude,
I
have
mean,
y'all
I'm
watched
sure they
The
have
Founder?
everything that makes for them. No, I haven't.
Have you watched it, Randall?
What?
The Founder.
No, I haven't seen it.
Y'all both need
can't
to watch it. It's a lot better of a movie than I thought it was. It was really interesting.
I can't remember the dude who who plays the guy, but the dude who made McDonald's is like Ray Kroc or something like that.
Roy Kroc.
Roy Kroc. Okay, yeah.
Sounds like a crock of bullshit, if you ask me.
Oh, wait till you watch the movie.
God, what's that dude's name? He played Batman. He also played the like Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Which one has an extra cheese? A double cheeseburger or a McDouble?
Double
I think
cheeseburger.
double
It's a-
cheeseburger has
it's-
extra cheese.
So should I get that instead of the McDouble? Which one's better?
McDouble's cheaper.
Well,
And
you
you're
see,
just getting one less piece of cheese.
Yeah.
the reason I've been getting McDoubles, or the reason I've been getting double cheeseburgers is because they have the break menu. That's like the double cheeseburger and the small fry for $2.50.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is I think I the way I judge the economy is the price of the McDouble, because ever since when I was growing up,
It's a very
McDoubles were
valid judgment
$1.
factor.
McDoubles were $1, okay, and I would go there and get 3 McDoubles for $3, and then you just pay 24 cents in tax, right?
It was $1.08. Yep.
Yeah. And so
Now it's $1.79, I think.
yes, now the burger, I think it was, and then it went up to $1.29, which I was pissed about. Then it went up to $1.59, which I was pissed about. And
Wasn't
now
it $1? It was
saying it's
$1. It was $1.59 when we were in high school, wasn't it? Or was it
Yeah, like
$1.29?
when we were in our senior year of high school.
I think it changed then. I think
During
that's
our
whenever
high school.
it's whenever it went up, and then
Well, so get this. So the price of beef has gone up a lot in recent years, because there's more regulation on like meat producers, and it's more scarce. I guess we're a lot of places are running out of land too to get cows, and it's hard to get beef. It's becoming increasingly harder to get beef, and so it's getting more expensive, and so that's why the prices of burgers is going up and steaks and everything, and that's why every fast food restaurant is pushing chicken sandwiches so hard right now.
ooh, good point.
That's why everyone is trying to get chicken sandwiches on the market, because
have you
they
seen
can
the-
sell chicken sandwiches and make a lot more profit from chicken sandwiches than they can from cheeseburgers.
Staying on the topic of McDonald's, though, I want them to stop producing their new chicken sandwich because it sucks, and just focus on the McChicken, dog.
Dude, I'd rather
Give
drink
me
a
that
dragon's
hot and
milk than
spicy.
eat that McDonald's chicken sandwich.
Dude, I
that hot
tried
and
those
spicy
Dragon
hits
Milks in the
different, brother.
trash. The white ones.
Good for you.
The whites.
So did I.
Yeah, I threw the white ones in the trash.
Damn, bro. How, you
Five
don't
of
mean
them.
to-
Five of
don't,
them.
don't throw the beers away, man. How to
You
have?
threw 5 of them in the trash.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have drank
Good
the
for you,
Hella
man.
but I would have drank those.
Good for you, Andrew.
Did you know that? Have you seen? Well, first, before we move on
It's
from
like
the topic of the
$20.
price
You
of,
just threw down
Yeah.
the fucking.
Yeah.
before we move on from the topic of the price of meat, I don't know if y'all knew this, but y'all can buy a zebra for $6,000.
Yeah, exotic animals are a lot cheaper than
Yeah.
we would think they would be.
Yeah,
I think a tiger's only
Is
like
it-
$3,000.
Is
Like,
it
I imagine
legal
it's
to own
probably
a
not-
zebra?
Yeah.
Dude, there's people that own zebras all in Madisonville.
I know somebody that owns a zebra
They just got zebras on their property running around.
and peacocks and all sorts of stuff.
I just
you
want to
hear the-
buy a male and a female and just breed them.
Yeah,
Um,
this is my
Not
cock
to
farm.
sell.
but also, have y'all seen the price of lumber?
Yes, dude.
The
Yes.
price of lumber has like
This is my cock farm. This is my wood farm. Chicken and wood was going up too expensive, so I started doing it myself.
It's also going up too slow.
Yeah, dude. I was talking to my boss the other day, and he was trying to build a fence. He said it was going to be like $10,000 just for the fence,
Oh yeah, dude. My dad's
and that
been
wasn't
building
even like a full privacy fence. That was like,
Is this just like a neighborhood fence? Just
Yes.
a backyard, just in
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
uh
And it was
so it was
10
like
grand.
$10,000 for a fence. Yeah,
No, I'll build my own fence. Fuck off.
yeah. You buy the lumber. To buy the lumber yourself, it was like, he said to buy the lumber himself, it was like 7 or 8.
Are you serious?
My dad's
Yeah.
been building a new back deck on the back of the house and like enclosing a part to expand my room, and we're probably like $13,000 just into wood. He's been doing it pretty much all himself.
Oh
That's
my
so crazy.
gosh.
In wood, and he bought metal for like the roof, but pretty much all wood. It's ridiculous, dude.
That
Dude, he was
is
looking at
absolutely-
plywood. He was looking at plywood, and it's up to like $36 a sheet.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy.
Dude, back when we were kids, you could build a backyard fence for like $600.
Yeah.
Well,
Back when we were kids, I would just bum my dad's scraps of wood and build forts out in the woods.
Yeah,
gave him the
now if
reasoning
you were to
for-
sell one of those forts, it's worth $5,000.
Yeah, I could sell somebody that fort in the backyard that's falling apart for 26 grand right now.
Yeah, that dude that did that show Treehouse Masters is in a hole right now.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's
done, man. Yeah, so this is about a $10,000 treehouse, but due to the price of lumber, it's going to cost you about $140,000.
Yeah.
I gave my reasoning for burgers, but do y'all know why the price of lumber is so high? Are we like running out of trees or what?
Well, I would imagine it might be playing into it.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know the exact
they
reason,
already
but
cut
I'm sure
down
it
like
had to do with a
40%
lot
of the rainforest. So.
Let's see.
I'm sure a lot of it has come down to the housing market as well. Like there's a lot of people building houses because they're able to get loans and stuff now.
The housing market is so crazy to me right now.
This says new homes cost $36,000 more because of an epic shortage of lumber. Pure panic. Lumber prices up a staggering 280% as builders scramble for supply.
That's insane. I mean, yeah, dude, you got people trying to buy like the list, like the house will get appraised. House will get appraised for like $100,000. And people, you're not getting the house unless you bid $200,000 for it.
Oh yeah. Houses are selling for like 50, 60 grand over asking.
I mean,
regularly.
Yeah, that's the graph for the price of lumber. It's like, yeah, almost 3 times as high.
Yeah, and I wanted to buy a house, and now it's like,
I don't know if building a house is the way to go. Anyways,
it's actually very cheap to buy a house right now.
Well, yeah, but everyone's wanting to buy a house because the interest rates are so low.
Interest rates are low to buy a house right now.
That's why that's the cheap part right now. The price of the home isn't cheap.
Yeah, interest rates like less than 2% if you have good credit, But that's what I'm saying. $100,000 house is going for $200,000 because everybody wants to buy a house right now.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I follow. Y'all will know who I'm talking about. A girl who went to our high school. I don't want to say her last name because I don't want to put that out there. But Haley, and she's blonde, and she sells homes.
Yeah.
She sells like 9 or 10 houses a month in the new neighborhood on 830.
It's crazy.
It's like, damn, I'd like to see those commission checks. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, they're popping houses up like a freaking rabbit, bro.
Yeah,
well, that's where I wanted to buy a home, was in there.
Well, yeah, like we talked about, you get a super low interest rate, and everybody wants to buy houses, And then when the interest rate is, when the interest rate is super low,
you got to look at it. It's over 30 years, so you're going to pay a pretty penny in interest,
Well, yeah, but if
if the interest rate's low, then you're not going to be paying as much.
Most mortgages are.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. People, like 0.2% of an interest rate change is a big difference whenever you're talking about a 30-year loan.
Yeah, most mortgages are fixed payment loans. So if you get locked in at 2% or less, like you're doing great.
Yeah,
sure. If you're paying 2% on your house and then the interest rate goes up to 6%, like you're still paying 2%.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
It's going up that fast because I have a friend that just bought a house, right? And the house they bought is like one of the planned houses where they build it for you, but it's what I mean. Like it's not built yet.
Yeah,
they picked out the plan, so they're building it. Whenever they purchased this home, I can't remember what they said. It was something like they purchased. We'll just throw a number out there. They purchased it, we'll say, for $280, right? Well, now that same blueprint for someone to purchase and then build is selling for like $350. So they've already made like 70 grand on their house, and it's not even built yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would literally, as soon as it's built, I would sell it.
Build it,
I would sell it, and I would live in a shack for like a year or 2 years until interest rates go back down, and then I would build something.
And then do the same thing again, and just stay living in the shack, but keep making like year salaries.
Yeah, I would in 2 years. Yeah, I would just buy another build plan and have them start building it, and then implement my own worldwide pandemic that would lower The interest rates again.
Yeah.
You would start coughing everywhere and spread an infectious disease.
Right.
And
I would
Randall's
go
a
eat a
super
bat.
spreader for profit.
I would go eat a bat, get sick, and give my germs to everybody. I'd be a whore for giving my germs out. You know what I mean?
And you would do it for free.
Oh, for free. I would charge anything. I would
I
charge
think the,
only the commission from selling the house. Or only the
I
profits.
wish I was in the right place to buy a house right now.
It would be cool.
You know, that would be nice. You know, I could buy a house right now if I wanted to, but I
There's a
don't.
house you
I
don't
don't.
want,
I don't want to
You
because
could.
I don't.
Good for
I
you.
don't-
bro.
I don't want to be. I mean, because you can realistically, if you really tried, get a house for like little to no money down. You know, especially if you have good credit. You know, your payments are going to be a lot higher, which is another reason I don't want to do it. But like with such a low interest rate, I would love to buy a house right now. But reason one, I don't want to be in a small city in Conroe forever for the next 30 years. You know,
Yeah.
it just doesn't sound appealing to me at the moment. But at the same time, when I am ready to buy a house, you know, they make interest rates low to stimulate the economy, right?
Mhm.
So when COVID's gone, interest rates are going to go up, and then I'm gonna be shit out of luck. You know, all my homies got houses for 2%, and I'm over here with 14.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If you wait a few years so you're making the big bucks.
Yeah,
all these
but
people have houses before you, but you'll have the nicest house.
yeah, and you'll also, you know, all your homies got houses, but like all your homies got houses in Conroe. You know what I mean? Which isn't bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's not where you want to live. So
Yeah,
you
know,
want to
I
live
mean,
somewhere else, so you don't have a house yet.
it's good to establish like a home base. You know, like somewhere you can always come back to. Like if I wanted to,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have a house here. You know, if I could afford it, to where like I could have a house here and then live somewhere else, and I could just come back to this house whenever I wanted. You know, but I can't afford to do that. So like the
Yeah.
home base is gonna have to wait.
Gonna have to wait a little bit.
I want to build a lair in the side of a mountain. That's what I'm going for. I don't know what the interest rate is on that, but
Full
I don't
Tony
think we need
Stark.
I don't think we need any lumber. So just take some
I
dynamite,
want
blow a hole in the
a,
side, and reinforce it with some metal.
Concrete,
I,
bro.
I want,
Fuck
I
it.
Yeah.
want a beach house, and those don't really come cheap, so it's gonna be a while. I guess.
Yeah, especially if it's on stilts.
I want a beach house until it's August.
Until it's
Hurricane
August,
season?
like when summer's over, or yeah, hurricane season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't want
Uh,
a beach house for 4 months. And then I want, or 3 months. Two and
Well,
a
I
half
want
months.
I want a beach house even in hurricane season is fine as long as it's like built to whatever standard it has to be at to withstand them. And then like I want to have like one little like maybe like a hole this size, like a glass peephole where I could look outside like during the storm. You know?
Hey,
And
I
see
hate to
what's
break it to you, but no matter how they're built, they're not going to withstand certain hurricanes, brother.
going on. Well, you know,
I mean, that
they're building
levee
them
and
things now. You know what I mean? They're building them things.
hey, to each his own, brother. It's more of a vacation thing for me. I don't want to live there year round. You know what I mean?
Hey guys,
Mhm.
everybody drink.
I like that. You don't want to live at the beach year round, bro.
I don't want to live in a beach house year round.
I wouldn't mind it if it was in like Florida
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
or like somewhere in the Mediterranean.
no, not the Mediterranean.
I wouldn't
Why
want to
not?
live on I want to live on the water, yes. But like I would want a house like in a bay or in like a cove or like not with like a beach. I don't know what to call it.
But not
like,
a
you know,
lake house.
No, I mean that's fine too, but preferably on the ocean, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, preferably on the
You know,
ocean for
You
sure.
want a
But
bay
like
house. Yeah, like a house on a canal in the bay. Or
yes,
something.
exactly.
Dude, Randall, you never got to go to the beach house, man. You got to come check out the beach house. You would love it.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
I mean, it
love
was built
anything
in-
that has the scent of salt in the air.
It was built by my great grandfather and my uncle with their bare hands in 1972. So it's aged, but it's on a canal.
It's like a
They're
fine
right.
line.
Your grandpa and your uncle a part bear.
Huh?
That's
That's
wild,
impressive.
bro.
Yeah, with their bare. Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
I should have said bare claws, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the point. And so
know what you mean.
yeah, but it's on a canal on the bay of Galveston, and I mean, we sit out on the patio in rocking chairs and just over the water. It's wonderful.
Just eat
You guys
honey
gonna
and
get you guys gonna get a
watch the
condo when they
whisper.
open up that space hotel?
No.
What?
No. Would you do that or no?
What? What are you talking about?
I don't want to leave planet Earth. No, I don't.
People have been talking about making space hotels. You know,
How much
obviously
is that
not
per
anywhere
night?
in the near future, but probably expensive.
Probably thousands of dollars. Yeah, tens of
I don't
thousands.
know. It
of
might not
dollars.
be that expensive. Getting there would be expensive, but
Well, I was just looking at a JW Marriott in San Antonio to stay there for one night. It was like $1,000. So, and that's just
I
a,
would-
a hotel
yeah.
in San Antonio. So I would imagine one in space. The JW Marriott of Mars is probably going to be like $30K a night.
yeah, you already know how it's gonna go. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm looking to buy this condo. It's $500 million. It's in space. I collect jelly beans for a living."
Yeah, and it's
My
around.
my wife is a stay-at-home mom.
She
Yeah.
makes
We have
YouTube
4
videos
kids.
about being a staying-at-home mom, and she gets 40 million views a day, and that's why we can afford a $500 million condo in space. And every time we fly up to said condo to visit it, we pay $40,000 each in round-trip tickets to fly there.
I think it's like 10 grand a pound to go to space at the moment.
Okay, so for me, it would cost me $2 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the number?
Yeah.
One day it won't. We'll be dead and gone by then. Long gone by then. But one day it won't be that expensive.
You know, speaking of the May the 4th, you know, after watching all this Star Wars stuff, I'm like, dude, I really want to live in the Star Wars universe.
Hey,
I know, right?
did you start Reprisal?
No, I haven't. I just finished the Marvel Universe yesterday. All the movies and everything.
For the
well,
third
you
time
need-
Last
around.
you
night,
need to-
actually, last night I did.
This weekend you should start it if you have time. It's amazing. So Sean, did you like you like The Mandalorian?
Absolutely. It was fantastic.
Let me ask you a question. Did you like the movie Grease?
I haven't seen it since I was like 3 years old.
Okay. It's not
When
very
it came
similar
out.
to it's just similar to Grease, I think, in like the time period and the like ideas. It's not a musical, it's more of an a crime action show. You should watch a show on Hulu called Reprisal. Very good.
I was about to cancel my Hulu subscription.
Watch this show, then cancel it because Hulu is useless.
Bro, I want HBO Max or Showtime.
HBO is the way to go. I have that, and they've released movies on there.
HBO is the way to go.
Bro, but you know what I hate is like, so the reason I was about to cancel Hulu and ESPN Plus is because I got the Disney Plus bundle, and ESPN Plus sucks, but it's so bad. Like you go on there, and it'll be like live events, none, upcoming live events. The Trailblazers play the Montucky
Bucks.
Cold Snacks, you know, and you're like, I'm not watching that shit. You know?
No one cares about that.
The two
They
worst
have
teams in
a-
the league.
They have randomly a few good games.
Yeah,
why
they
is
had like
why is it that the Montucky Cold Snacks came to your mind?
I don't know. I was trying to think of a random place.
The Montuckians.
The Montucky Cold Snacks would be a really awesome basketball team.
I think they would.
I think
They'd
we
get
should
my support.
go pitch that to the two founders of Montucky Cold Snacks and see if we can get it to work.
Yeah, I think you live pretty close to Mark Cuban, Andrew.
I would imagine he lives somewhere around here.
Yeah, he's
He's
got
probably got some pull in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about Mark Cuban, but you know, he's a really rich
Well,
guy. I'm sure he
no,
would
I'll
want to
talk-
invest in a basketball
talk-
He
team.
owns the Mavericks, right?
Yeah, I'll talk.
No, he
I'll
owns
talk,
the Mavericks. I'm just kidding.
I'll talk to Marky Mark, and then I'll also bring in Tillman, who owns the Houston Rockets, because we were both born on island in Galveston. So we'll have a meeting. I'm sure we can collab and start the Montucky Cold Snacks.
Yeah, I'll set something up. Call up my boys.
I'm
I'll
actually
have
gonna
my-
message him real quick. I'll hop in a Zoom call after we finish recording this.
Yeah.
So
No, neither of
they'll
us
be
have
waiting
time.
for me.
Neither of us have time.
Yeah.
So my people will just reach out to his people. We'll schedule a time, then we can all hop in on call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sit with him at the basketball game next week.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
he'll
talk
sit with me.
Talk shop. Yeah, he'll sit with me.
He comes to my suite all the
Do
time.
you know
It's
who
really
I am?
cool.
I'm a co-host of the Off the Tap podcast. Damn it!
Mark Cuban's like, yeah, man. If you want to buy the tickets, go ahead. Yeah, that's cool. We're like sitting at the very top, like 18th row, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Wouldn't that be so awesome
At the Mavericks game.
if this podcast like was that famous, like where we were like people like knew us, like, oh yeah, that's the co-host of the Off the Tap podcast. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
I don't know. I'm gonna stop showing my face because I don't know if I want to be famous.
Well, we wouldn't be famous.
I want my voice to be famous, but I don't want my face to be famous. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't want to
I
be
want my voice
faceless.
to
I want to
be-
be
I don't-
voiceless.
I think I have the world's worst voice for a podcast type situation.
I think I do too.
Yeah. No, yours is. It sounds a lot better. I think Randall's got the perfect one.
Yeah.
And then I think you're pretty good. And then I think here's me.
You're the third
My
person
voice
today
is-
that's told me that.
My voice
Hello?
is so low and raspy that it like.
You're the
Not
third
good for a
person today
podcast.
that's told me that I have a perfect voice for podcasting.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Madison said it earlier too. And I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
did.
"It's true,
She
bro."
messaged me.
Yeah, Randall does have the perfect voice. It's sultry.
I appreciate it.
It's
Y'all making me
beautiful.
blush, man. Y'all make me blush.
Sultry.
The way those vocal cords just like bzzz in your throat just puts out a perfect sound.
Yeah, man.
The way my throat vibrates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I might just start doing the podcast like this, like just totally different person.
Yeah, man. Just like talk like this.
Please don't, dude.
No, do you think anybody would recognize me if I did my voice like this?
You still sound like you. You just sound like high pitch you.
What if I brought in a
God damn it.
completely country accent talking about yonder and all this other shit?
Hey, we've heard it before. After I get about 4 beers deep, I do get a country accent on the podcast.
Dude, you should see me at the ranch drinking beer, and the second I throw a dip in, oh, it's
It's
over.
over. Hey, you hand me one beanbag, I'm redneck as fuck, bro. It's gone.
Yeah. You gotta know your crowd, man. You drink it. You have 2 Shiner Box, and you're like, hell yeah, I'm having a good time. Then someone throws the cornhole boards down. You're like, hell yeah, I'll play. Come on.
Hell yeah. You got
Come
them
on, I'll play.
horseshoes, brother?
We'll be at the
Where
ranch.
at?
We'll be at the ranch getting on the ranger to go check the cows. I'll be like, Yeti, because that's what we say whenever we want a beer out of the Yeti. They bring me a beer. We drive to the back, and you'll see the cow, and you'll hear me go, "Hey, cow!" You know, it's just.
Hi, heifer. Mm.
Oh,
So, what do you drink on Cinco de Mayo? Is it
Margs.
do you drink margaritas or beer?
Yes.
Margaritas or Dos Equis.
Whenever I was at Total Wine & More getting the beers for this month, I grabbed me a sixer of a cerveza
Lil Chella?
from Mexico.
Lil Chella?
No, from Mexico.
Oh.
Tecate?
Modelo?
No, it's something
Victoria?
like something tradicional. You know?
Wow.
I think that's what it was. I don't know, but it was a craft beer from Mexico, and I was like, I'll drink that on Saturday as well as margaritas, because I don't look, man. I don't want to brag or anything, but I splurged a little bit for the people over there. You know what I mean?
I mean,
give
they
me a
bought
lot.
the fight. The fight is probably $80.
Yeah, but they also
Look.
do a lot of things for us. So I got some nice tequila. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was about to say. I want some agave nectar on
You got that Don Julio?
Mayo.
Got that Don Julio,
Yeah.
that Don Julio with that 100% all natural margarita mix, bruh.
Oh, you need
But it's
that
got
one.
gold in it.
You need that one.
Nah.
You need that one that's
That's
what is
gold.
that?
That's
What-
Goldschlager.
No, I
What's
know. I was like thinking of people who bring like a bottle of what is
Why would you
Goldschlager?
bring
Is that
that?
vodka? Is that vodka? Is Goldschlager?
I don't know what
I
it
think
is.
so.
Something like that. They'll be like,
I don't know,
yeah,
but
dude,
it's delicious.
just bring a bottle of vodka, and they're like, yeah, that had a lot of options, but I bought this one because it's got gold in it. Like,
No, you need
Yeah.
to.
No, Don
really-
Julio is just what in general, what I ask for. But also, I was over there last weekend and they gave me a sample, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is incredible!"
You need
I
to
like
get this tequila if it'll ever see the bottle.
like-
It's handmade. It's a handmade glass in Mexico by like Mexican.
It looks like a very
artisans.
fancy vase.
It's $500
or something else. Kind of looks like something dirty.
$500 for that bottle.
It's either
I
a
can go
very
with that.
fancy vase or a dildo.
It's both.
Okay, I think
It's both.
it's probably one of the
That's
first alcoholic
dangerous,
beverages.
and we don't approve of that.
Probably one of the first alcoholic beverages I ever consumed.
It's
Was-
called
was
Class
tequila.
Azul. Class Azul.
Oh yeah, I had a certain one of our friends. I won't say his name or anyone else's name. We went on a trip somewhere, like San Antonio, I think. I think we're in San Antonio. And his dad, if you can guess who I'm talking about, he kind of looks like Bill Burr. Uh, but his dad, we were leaving the hotel room, and I want also not say what age we were, but he was like, "Here, man, try some of this," and it was a brand new bottle of 1800.
The dad looks like
Oh,
Bill
man.
Burr.
Yeah,
Oh, I
and
don't
he
know.
was like, "Here, try some of this," and I'm 12, and it was still good. I said my age, I don't care. I'm 12, and it was still good.
Will you tell me? Will you tell me post podcast?
Sure,
Yeah.
tell you off the air.
I've never
I
had a
had,
problem with
I had like
tequila.
a Pepto Bismol cap's worth of 1800.
I've never had a
think-
problem with tequila. The only thing with tequila is if I drink a crap ton of it, I get massive headaches the next day on the hangover.
I don't do tequila anymore.
Tequila is great for like if you're full and you can't drink beer or like you feel too full to drink anything. Just have a shot of tequila, get your mind right.
Also, anytime I hear the word tequila, I think of the Sandlot scene when they're at the carnival.
Tequila.
But dun,
That's
dun,
what-
dun, dun, dun,
I've
dun,
always wanted to
dun, 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 dun.
do karaoke with that song. You just stand
Yeah.
up on stage and don't do
Tequila.
anything.
You just dance
Yeah.
around and make a show, and then
Yeah,
tequila.
that's a good point.
Tequila.
Next time Madison asks me to do karaoke, I'm going to do that song.
You should, well, you actually
Bro,
can
you know
sing
how-
though. So
You know how many laughs you would get from that, dude? That would be the best part. It's because it would start and everybody would go, "This fucking guy, bro, he
Yeah.
gets it, man. He gets
Uh,
it."
So, yeah, last time I got tequila drunk was in college, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And 2 of our other friends were there, and I think we all thought that the other person was going to buy beer. And so we showed up and nobody had beer. And so all we had was tequila.
Oh god.
And so I was drinking tequila all day at the pool. And about 6 o'clock was the last thing I remember. And about 11 o'clock at night, I came out of my blacked out state and woke up in a hot tub with 7 people that I did not know. And they're all just talking to me and like they're like, "Yeah, man." And I was like,
Damn.
What?
That
like
sounds
when
a
I
good night,
came,
bro.
like they were talking, I was blacked out talking to them, I guess, and I woke up and I was like, "Who are you people?" You know? And then I looked around and I was like, "All right, guys, see you later." And I got up and I was like, "Oh
So,
my god."
if you technically didn't pass out, isn't that called browning out? Isn't that what
I browned out. Yeah, I
Yeah,
browned
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I went back inside.
I've blacked out before, and I didn't wake up talking to anybody. I woke up
Yeah,
alone
no.
in the yard at 4 in the morning.
No, yeah, I browned out. I went back inside the apartment. They're like, "Dude, you were at the hot tub for like 6 hours with those people." And I was like, "I don't think I should drink tequila anymore."
Well, next time
Hopadillo.
you come to my house, I'm gonna have tequila for us.
That sounds like a good time.
It'll be a fun time. I'll drink vodka. I don't mind vodka.
I don't care what you mind. I'm gonna have tequila for us.
That's fine.
I-
Hopefully
I
I
don't
gotta
know.
get another one of these beers. They're pretty
I
good.
don't-
I like these things.
I don't drink it straight though. And here's another thing. On the rocks or frozen?
On the
Margaritas?
rocks with a slice of orange.
I prefer on the rocks.
Yeah, rocks for me too. I'm glad we all agree. I feel like sometimes I'm always on my own on that one.
Well, so I always get rocks with a slice of orange. You should try it. It's fantastic.
Like a regular margarita with a slice of orange.
Mm-hmm. The orange really just, I mean, it adds a bunch more than
You
think
put it
does.
in the marg or on the side and just
Well, they'll bring it to you however they want to bring it to you, but then I'll squeeze it into the margarita and drop it.
I like
But
it.
one thing I've heard some people say, and I don't know, it's like it's hard for me to argue because I kind of believe it a little bit. Is whenever I get one of the rocks, they would always go, "No, man, don't do that," because then the water melts and you get or the ice melts and you get a little watered down, right? I always just my response to them is drink it faster. But I mean, like honestly,
Yeah.
and they say if you get half and half, frozen,
Yeah, I've
half
seen people
frozen,
do that.
and
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
rocks, because then you're not putting any water into the situation. You just put in frozen margarita as
I'm not a huge fan of margaritas in general, but frozen margaritas particularly not because I don't like margarita mix.
Can we put out a poll on the margarita? How people get margaritas? I want to kind of see
we can
on
try.
our Twitter.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
See
what's
how-
the way to go.
See how people like it. I prefer, like I said, on the rocks for sure.
And you
That's
can do-
always
yeah,
my
you-
argument too. Is hey, if you drink it fast enough, it's not gonna melt. And
Yeah, Well, plus, and that they hand make it.
Well, hey man,
Yeah.
when the ice melts, you just get more drink.
Then
Yes.
you're also consuming the water, so you
Yeah,
won't
exactly.
mess
So you're
mess
hydrating yourself at the same
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's a solution.
Yeah.
All right, guys, where y'all drinking this beer at?
Ooh, I don't know.
At my uncle's house in Austin, bro.
Well, that's
Dude,
just your
you're gonna be
first
drinking this beer
experience.
at
with-
No, it's I don't know. I think I'm sticking with that response with my uncle's house in Austin. But it's like let me paint a picture for you guys so you can kind of imagine it. So it's not just like at my uncle's house in Austin. He's got a really nice house on a corner
Don't look
with
that
like
up on Twitter, by the way.
with like a really
Oh, no, I get it.
big yard in the back with like some outdoor furniture, and he's got the Edison bulbs strewn across the backyard from tree
Yeah.
to trees. So it's
Yeah.
like lit up at night, like really cool. Like it's a cool environment to be in with like white outdoor couches and stuff, and like all this like lush landscaping. So it's fun to be back there. And I would be drinking a Hopadillo and talking to my uncle about like how I don't know. Like he's a really successful accountant for Dell. He worked for Deloitte and everything. So I'd just be like talking to him about like a career pathway in finance, drinking hopadillos is what I would be doing.
It made me think when you said Austin, I really hit the nail on the head because the person who gave me this beer for the first time lives in Austin now, and so I don't know if anyone knows who I'm talking about, but used to
think I
live in
do.
this area, lives in Austin now. Was the first person that gave me this beer, and I was like, "What the hell's wrong with you, man?" That's what I was talking about with the stories where we tried it for the first time after drinking Keystone for our entire
Are his
life.
initials AM?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't understand how you don't believe so. It would just be no, right?
I don't know who you're talking about. But
Okay.
I don't know, man. This is weird. Randall, you go. Let me think about it.
I am drinking this beer in the woods on whatever property I'm living on.
Really?
You know what I mean?
That's not how I
Like,
see this beer.
Do you own a
That's
house on
crazy.
that property, or are you just like a hermit?
Well, and I think this kind of stems back to kind of how Andrew did this, just like my first experience having this beer.
Yeah.
My first experience having this beer was in my backyard because there was some in the fridge out in our game room that I scooped up and I tried it, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And I was like, this sucks. But now I just kind of
free.
feel like that's where I should drink it, you know what I mean? Like that's I mean, I don't mean like I'm just sitting in the woods like up against a tree drinking this. I mean, I'm chilling I like chilling in the woods, you know what I mean?
Like, are you
Just got
saying
done
like
wiping your ass. Just got done
like-
wiping your ass with some leaves and stuff.
I
and
wouldn't
you're just like,
say
"All
a
right."
campfire. I wouldn't say a campfire. It's more of just like I don't know. We're just kind of like walking around.
maybe
in the
walking
wo-
back from the deer stand or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't say hunting. Just kind of walking
You're just
around.
standing in the
in
woods.
the- not
my God,
standing, just kind of
know.
walking around in the woods, just vibing out, with your. You never did that with your boys, bro? Never just
Only time I was
walked
ever in
into
the
the
woods with my
woods?
boys was hunting or airsoft wars. When I was
You never went
Well, I'm
to search for the
surrounded by
grizzly bear
woods.
Arabia, dude.
Nah,
For real, dude. What?
Or Bigfoot? You never Bigfoot hunted?
no.
This
Damn.
is like a chill and explore beer to me, I guess. That's what I'm saying.
I think this, after tasting it, this beer reminds me of it's yeah, you said chill and explore. It's very like chill, I guess. Like you're sitting around a fire, but it's not a campfire. It's one of those fires at somebody's house that is propane and it has the glass rocks in there, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes.
It has the rocks in there.
It's a
You're sitting around one of those.
campfire.
It has a
Bougie
bougie
campfire,
feel
yeah.
to it to me.
Yeah, it does. So you're sitting around that. You don't even have to be sitting. You could possibly be standing up. There's got to be at least 10 people there, maybe.
Yeah, and you're wearing sports coats and you're talking to like someone about superficial bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There could probably be like 20 people there, but 15 of them are like talking in the house, and 5 people are sitting outside, and you're one of those 5 people
Yeah.
around the bougie campfire with the
Uh-huh.
glass rocks in it, and you're
Mhm.
sitting there or standing, either one. I think I would actually be standing.
There's 2 people
you're drinking
standing and 3 people sitting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You gotta have a good
Oh,
ratio.
And the people
Yeah.
that are sitting by that propane campfire, and the people that are standing are by like one of those Starbucks space heaters, the ones that's like a tall thing
Smoking
with the disc on
cigarettes.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lighting your cigarette with the heater. Like,
Yeah, you lit your
Yeah.
cigarette with the heater, and that's why you're standing there.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a good description. And then the Hopadillo just walks up to you and sits
And,
down in
like,
one of the chairs.
Yeah.
You
Whatever's
gotta
on the front of
pet
this can.
armadillo. Well, it's
Whatever this
armadillo,
is.
but instead of the shell being armadillo shell, it's a hop.
Exactly.
It's a yeah, like a
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was just leaves.
No, it's the hop.
I thought he was wearing a ghillie suit.
I just
Yo, he
like
just
how
trying to
this
blend
was
in, dog.
this was the beer that my uncle had in his fridge. Like what? Like
Like we said
I've seen-
earlier, it's the most popular IPA in Texas.
yeah, I guess
I can see why. You know, I hated it at first, but now after drinking
It's pretty
IPAs
good. I
on the
like
show
it.
and then
It's
coming
an
back to this one,
acquired taste, like we've said multiple times. Whenever we have IPAs on here, we always say it. It's an acquired taste. But man, I'm glad I acquired it
I'm
because
starting to acquire this
I
stuff.
really have begun to enjoy. I mean, this is kind of like full circle because like this was all our first IPA, and we all
Yeah.
strongly disliked it, if not hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now we're
Well-
trying it, and it's a very highly rated beer on the podcast.
Yeah, we rated it 8, and it's like, well, if you were to go back to the very first IPA we did on this podcast, Conspiracy Theory,
Mm-hmm.
I
It
don't
was good.
think, yeah, but if I were to try that again now, I mean, I would probably like it a lot more than I did then. I like IPAs have changed.
Yeah.
In my mind, like I drink them now and I enjoy them. My favorite one so far, I think, has been the Spindle Tap Double
Heavy
Tap. I don't
Hands.
know if I
The Heavy
rated it as high as
Hands.
this. Yeah, but this
I think I like this better.
This one's pretty good.
This this one's better in the sense that I can drink more of them.
It's
But
lighter.
I think, however, I think I personally also liked the flavor of the Heavy Hands more.
I think maybe
But
maybe stouts will come around that way too. Because last week I've never had a stout before, but I did not like
Oh,
those Dragon's Milk.
No. The white one was not good, bro. That wasn't on just you.
I think we all agreed that the white one was not good. But even the dark one, like, I don't know. Maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 more stouts on this show before I come when maybe we come back to
Also,
Dragon's Milk.
that was a milk stout, though. There's
was
different
gross.
kinds of stouts. And I did like the regular Dragon's Milk, but the 3 milk stouts I've had, those 2 being 2 of the 3, have not been my favorite stouts. So hopefully we get around to some better
I
ones.
do want to
as
try
well.
like a coffee stout.
Coffee
Which
stouts
that
are
one
legit.
technically, I think the dark one was technically a coffee stout because it had
It was
like
closer to one.
yeah, because it had like a coffee after flavor to it. But
It was
I
still
just-
a milk stout, though.
I just like how these seem very like they're hoppy and fruity. I don't
Yeah,
know what it's made
just
with.
like you, Sean.
Thank you. I hope that's a compliment.
It is now.
But yeah, these are really good. We want to get
Yeah.
into. Do you want to get into final ratings?
Yeah, we do need to get into final ratings. I do think that it's definitely made a 180 in my mind from the first time I've had it, and
Oh, absolutely.
I just don't know if it's y'all that make. I don't know if it's y'all that make me like nervous or something. But my ass gets sweaty doing this.
It's made a straight. It's made a straight pie in my mind. If we're in radians,
If we're in
Yeah.
radians,
yeah.
what is
My
that?
calculator's on the wrong thing.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely from the first time I've had it to now, complete turnaround.
Yeah, I'm enjoying these bad boys. I want to sit here and drink 6 of them with y'all.
We were actually. I was listening to our last week's podcast in the car today, and Andrew goes, "I like these bad mama jammas." So, I was laughing so hard, dude.
all right. Well, what are the final ratings? How are we feeling now about these bad mama jammas? Then,
Jammas. We need to get a shirt that says "Bad Mama Jamma" on it.
hey, we can make it happen. We can make it
That
happen.
would be cool.
I need one of our friends to send us a picture of their very special grandmother, and she would be on our T-shirt.
Bad mama jamma.
Yeah, I think that
I'm-
if that friend knows who I'm talking about, their grandmother will be the face
Abs-
lady for
Why
our
is her
T-shirts.
name? Is
Yeah.
her name Mama Jamma or something?
It could be.
Could be. You don't know that. As far as we know, She's just
Kinda-
Nana.
It's pretty close, yeah.
She's
yeah.
that bad Nana Jamma. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a picture of her for the T-shirt.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna raise mine 0.2. Not a lot, but it definitely deserves a little bit higher of a rating. Because I was expecting it to stay level, but I'm still really enjoying it after 2.
I'm gonna be honest.
So I'll raise it a little bit.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Wow.
Okay.
Gonna give it a 9.
Well, and here's the reason why I'm upping mine substantially. Because it took me to get through my 3rd one, a little bit into my 4th, to have a memory recall. And the memory recall I had was spring break 2017, I think.
Okay.
And I was at the beach house. Sean was there. My cousin Matt was there. And my friend Micah was there.
That was 2018.
2018, okay. And so it was spring break. And the night before, I had gotten torn up. Okay? So the
What
next
attacks
morning.
you?
Huh?
Hopadillo.
No.
What attacked you?
A bunch of whiskey.
It was your grandpa and your uncle with their bare hands, right?
Yeah, they tore me up. No, there was a bunch of whiskey and stuff, and so I woke up the next morning feeling like absolute garbage. And we were all going to go to the Strand and go to a bar and go drinking.
I think I remember this.
And I was like, all right, y'all going to let me sit in the shower for a minute. I don't feel good. And so I went and got in the shower, turned the water on hot, and I'm sitting there in the shower on the floor, just letting the water hit me, like feeling like ass. And my cousin Matt walks up with a 20-ounce tumbler full of Hopadillo. And this is what this is what Matt calls this his breakfast beer. My breakfast beer I think is a Love Street. I like Love Street as a breakfast beer, but
Good choice.
but this is a pretty good second. I like this one too. And so he just hands me the tumbler full of this Hopadillo. He's like, chug that, you'll feel better. And I drank that tumbler sitting in the floor of the shower and was able to get up and go party for the rest of the day because of the Hopadillo. So I am raising my rating to an 8.7 on this bad Mamma Jamma.
Let me correct this story. Andrew is able to get up and party for the
So
next
you
2
remember-
hours
You remember?
until we got to the Strand. After he ate lunch,
Uh-huh.
he fell asleep. He fell asleep in his chair. But
I went right back down. No. What happened is we went to the
That
Strand.
happens to me whether I'm hungover or drunk or whatnot.
No. So Matt sits a strawberry daiquiri in front of me because I told him I didn't want anything to drink.
Oh,
He
no,
put
it's the
strawberry
sugar.
daiquiri in front of me, and so I drank the strawberry daiquiri, and I was actually feeling all right. And then he comes back and he iced me.
Oh,
So
no.
I chugged the
sugar, yeah.
ice, and when I chugged the ice, I was like, it's coming back up. I went and threw up all over the
much
restroom at the
sugar,
store.
dude.
Just red throw up everywhere in this
red
restroom.
throw up, gross.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So what?
Can't tell if
The
you're
Hopadillo
throwing up
revived me,
blood
though.
or if it's the daiquiri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the daiquiri, or I could have been dying. It's probably both. But the Hopadillo saved me. And therefore, I'm going to rate my friend very high.
I'm not
That's a good
surprised
reasoning.
anymore as to why this is the top selling beer in Texas.
Mm-mm.
Top selling IPA, excuse me, in
IPA,
Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. It's
But me
good.
either.
Not top
Me
selling.
either. Very drinkable, very light tasting for an IPA, and still 6.6.
So what's our 6.6 is
pretty
higher than I
good.
thought.
I've
what was our
got
average
a good
rating?
buzz going.
8.3,
You said 9,
8.7,
8.7, and 9.
9,
excuse me.
8.7, and 8.2.
2.
So it's
So it's basically
8.6.
18 divided by 3, which would be 6.
8.6.
No, excuse me. Divided by 3. I can't math today.
18 divided by 3 is 6.
I was thinking
8.6.
18. 17. 9, what about? Yeah, 8.6.
It's like
something
8.6.
that.
Rounded up, it's 8.6. It's nice. We haven't done I was actually going to ask y'all if we wanted to do the average rating, but I'm not kidding, so that's nice. We haven't done that since like episode 6.
Yeah, and you're not kidding.
Yeah.
I want to know when we're going to start season 2 of this podcast.
We'll start season 2
Which
this
episode is
October.
this?
27. We're already halfway through.
Oh damn, we should have probably started season 2 on 27.
Technically, because we missed a week because of the freeze in Texas here where everything's shut down. So technically we're 2 weeks past the half year point. 6 months, guys.
Dude, I remember when it was like
Once a
when we were
week.
first starting this, we were in the heart of COVID and learning to work remote, and just everything was different then. You know,
What was the
Feels like-
first beer that we tried on this podcast?
St. Arnold's Oktoberfest.
Was it really?
Halloween weekend was our first episode.
Dude, that shit was good. That's still one of my favorite beers, I think.
No, I like that Guten Tag, man.
That,
Oh, yeah.
That Thanksgiving
Yeah.
beer, bro.
That
Yes, bro.
Guten Tag. That
If
thing
you're
so
was
listening
good.
now and you haven't listened to the previous episodes, we encourage you to go back. Listen, audio's a little different. We were all getting used to everything, okay? We're working with what we had.
I had AirPods in.
But the content,
Yeah.
the content is still good, and the beer is
Still
still good.
We had $10 microphones, AirPods, and some other stuff. So now we're kind of all on the same page. So
Now we just have microphones. Like eventually we might have like a.
now we
studio
all
or
have the
something.
same microphone. We all
The
have the
ne-
same headphones. So
The next step is a studio, but
Yeah,
we'll get
we'll
to that
have a
when we get to that.
studio and some merch and some. I don't know.
yeah, maybe in season 3 we can start doing this for real.
The shit really goes crazy. Then we'll have a brewery. You
Bar. We'll own our own planet at some point. That's the plan.
Yeah,
and we'll charge you $10,000 a night to stay in our space beer hotel.
Yeah. With taps from all over the galaxy, bro. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
That's the plan. All
That'd
right.
be
Well,
great.
it's that point of the podcast where I tell y'all to go follow us on socials. Everything is Off the Tap Podcast. We on Instagram, Facebook, Patreon. The website is offthetap.podcast.com if you want to check that out. Twitter is at Off the Tap Pod, and also this week we created a TikTok. It's at Off the Tap Pod as well. No content there yet, but
We have a
We're-
tiki talk.
we're working for it.
we got
We
a
do.
TikTok now. You want me to
For,
post
like-
some dancing videos?
For like 2 days we've had it, but
We need to post that one of me dancing in New York, Sean. To
I'll post that. I'll send it to Randall. He can post. The
can.
dancing to Hips Don't Lie
we can
by
do it. We'll make it
Shakira,
happen.
Shakira.
Shakira,
But-
Shakira.
Be sure to follow us, and Twitter's probably the best one to get in contact with us for now. But if you ever get super drunk at the beach and you fall over and you ain't getting dirty,
He ain't getting far
Ain't
enough.
far enough.